All right. Hey, how's it, everybody? I am here with my buddy Dusty, who wanted some loves and attentions right at the wrong time, right around 5 p.m. West Coast time. That is, I'm thinking we're going to say it's 3 p.m. Hawaii time, 8 p.m. on that there East Coast, 7 p.m. for you Central Time folk. Dusty is out of the house, but we are all here together on this New Year's Eve, perhaps even where you're at New Year's Day, depending upon who's here, who's where, and all the in-between. So let's say hello to Rick in the house, Darlene in the house. We have got Elaine on the YouTube side, fantastical, and it looks like Shock is there throwing down the schedule. I'm not sure who else is here yet, but Rick is saying hi to the kitty. The kitty's already outside. He's just like, oh, now I thought I wanted the attentions, but now I've got to get the heck out of here because she is all putting me up on the streams. And yes, happy New Year's Eve to you, Darlene. Or rather, Bew Year's Eve is what you wrote, and I like that. I like that one a lot because, as we say around here, words are jarred. That is right. All right, so let's see here. Get my buttons all organized. All right, so now that we are kind of getting things started, we might as well hop on that Black Cat intro and really get the party rolling. All right, excelente. Let's see here. So, if you're in the United States of America, you are still waiting for that ball to drop, that New Year's Eve thingamabop to happen. And yes, indeed, of course, I knew exactly what you meant. No worries here. We generally try to figure things out, and that one was pretty obvious. So, for those of you who haven't rung in the New Year yet, which is probably most of us, do you have any plans for later this evening? Because if you don't, I know what you can do. And the best part about it is you don't even need to leave your house. That's right. I'm sure you've already heard about it because we oftentimes are on the same social medias. But in case you didn't know, tonight Andy is going to be on stream. I'm not going to tell you where he's streaming because he streams everywhere. You'll find him. LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, X, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, Kick. I don't know. I don't know where else. Everywhere. Everywhere you will find him. But apparently tonight he is going to do a full-on 4-hour live stream, it sounds like. I don't know if he did the math. I don't really know if he knew, I don't know if he meant to say 8 until midnight. But from what I heard and from what I read, he's going to be streaming from 8 p.m. Hawaii time to midnight Hawaii time. Hey, Carol Pohina, so good to see you. I have not seen you in a little bit on the YouTube side. So happy you can be here for this new year and exactly the Lono Ikambaki. I can't say it, so I'm not going to. That's the Makahiki Festival for Lono, but you did it in a different way. Anyway, Happy New Year! And it's Shock, yes, coming in from the East Coast reality. I will almost certainly be asleep by then, because if I'm not, tomorrow's not going to be a good year. Fair enough. Luckily, being on the West Coast, I actually, being on the West Coast and a night owl, the 8 p.m. Hawaii time to midnight Hawaii time is absolutely perfect for me. So, my best guess is you're going to see me there at some point. I'm not making any promises because who knows, some kind of random New Year's Eve situation might present itself to me and I might not be home. But given the last, say, 15 New Year's in a row, if they're any indication, oh yeah, I'll be here. In fact, if the last 15 New Year's in a row are any indication, not only will I be here, I'll be here coloring in my coloring books because for some reason I color on New Year's Eve with my coloring books. I don't know if Option colors in his coloring books, but he does come in on the live stream, I guess, on New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve there, Mr. Option. So, hey, you guys, does anybody else have any kind of like, weird things they do on New Year's Eve? Like color in coloring books. Option, you color outside the lines. And Pacola T in the house. I'm supposed to be napping right now, but can't resist stopping by for a bit to wish everyone a Happy New Year. Happy New Year to yeah, that's right. Let's try that one more time. Happy New Year to you too, Pacola T. Do you have any plans for this evening other than napping? I'm assuming that your napping is to get ready for something much more exciting. That being said, nothing like a good nap. I mean, I'm never going to look down my nose at someone for choosing nap over pretty much anything. Hey, Terry in Scotland. Happy New Year to you. Have you gotten to the New Year's yet? I think you might be 1 hour into 2024, if I remember correctly and doing my math right. But I also could be a really big liar. But I'm not lying when I say it's good to see you here on this stream tonight. Happy New Year. And let's see here. Option. Okay, cool. You're doing some Legos on New Year's. Very similar to coloring in the coloring books, oddly enough. And yes, I thought it was 108 there now, Terry. So in Scotland, Terry, what, well, actually, we're going to talk about a Scottish New Year's tradition. But Terry, do they I know that Scotland does New Year's, they've got traditions. Are fireworks part of those traditions? What is the deal? And let's see here. Pacola T was napping to stay awake at midnight for big fireworks. Family coming over for dinner, cards, drinks until midnight. Oh, that sounds delicious and super fun. That sounds super fun. Now, as it turns out, you guys, as I'm asking Terry about what some of the traditions in Scotland are, I happen to know what one of the traditions in Scotland is for New Year's, and that's because my grandfather was a tall, dark-haired man, and he was from Glasgow. That was where he was born and raised. And so, as a tall, dark-haired man, he was wanted at all of the New Year's parties. What? Why? What? Well, you see, in Scotland, they have this tradition that the first visitor to your house in the new year will, if it happens to be a tall, dark-haired man bringing whiskey and salt and shortbread and a black bun, and what else is there that you gotta bring? Let's see here. Hold on, I have it written down. So you have to have, shortbread, salt, a black bun, and whiskey, brought by a tall, dark-haired man. And because my grandpa was the tall, dark-haired man, what they do is they invite that tall, dark-haired man to their shenanigans beforehand, but then just before midnight, they make their guest leave. Now, the guest obviously has to have the shortbread, the whiskey, the salt, the black bun. So they make him leave, and then just at the stroke of midnight, he knocks on the door and comes back to the party with all the things. Pacola T, I love you so much because I knew we were all going to have that question. Huh? Black bun? This is a black bun. I knew someone was going to ask because I didn't know what about black bun is either. A black bun is it's a currant cake. And it's wrapped in like a kind of a dough. It's a sweet dough apparently, but basically the black part is the black currant. And let's see here. Oh, and Terry says you have to bring a lump of coal too, so the house won't run out of coal during the new year. Okay, so see, there we go. Terry knows what's going on here. So yeah, Terry's letting us know that New Year's Eve is called Hogmanay here, which I've heard that term before. And yes, so my grandpa, being the tall, dark-haired man that he was, he got invited to all of the New Year's parties because then they would send him out right before New Year, so he could then come back in with all the requisites, and he would bring good fortune to that household that year. And so Pecola tea looks kind of like a Ripley Fig Newton. Yeah, it does. And actually, the crust on the outside, I'm definitely a little confused about. But the middle part, I don't know, dude. I mean, I like black currants. That middle part kind of looks like it would be really tasty. I mean, it sort of looks like a sticky date figgy pudding or something. I don't know. I feel like I would eat it. I might not like the outside part. I mean, I might, but I feel like I would eat it. But Terry in Scotland, you would probably be in a better position to confirm or deny whether or not one wants to eat the black bun. But from that picture, it doesn't look that bad. It definitely looks like it has the potential to be not good, but it also looks like it has the potential to be very tasty. And okay, your wife used to call that fly pie. That I can see. Absolutely, I can see that. And I think we've got a similar yet completely different thing in the States called shoe fly pie. And that's like a custard pie with raisins in it. So the raisins kind of look like flies. But I don't know that for certain because I think that's what a shoe fly pie is. Shoe fly pie is. I think that's what it is. I've never had one though. And does black bun taste like fruitcake? Yeah, Pecola tea, Terry in Scotland. Can you answer these very good questions? It looks like it might taste a little bit like fruitcake, but to me, fruitcake has candied grossness instead of. Those look like dried currants instead of candied. And so, but yeah, the black bun definitely looks like it could taste like fruitcake, but fruitcake like also has, you know, that whiskey or the rum or that alcohol essence, whereas I don't think that stuff does, but I don't know because I've never made it. And let's see here, Lane sneaking in, going for a a senior nap is going to be sneaking in, but you'll stay on as long as you're able. No problem, Elaine, no problem there. I understand. Because today is the time for naps. Today is the time to get ready to stay up late. Although, since I always stay up past midnight, I don't need the nap. But other people who are breaking their habits definitely need the nap. Okay, you guys. So, let's see here. So we have the black bun. But I'm wondering, like, what other what other things and stuff do you do? Pecola tea, bite of black bun plus swig of whiskey equals fruitcake. And he has both, so it's a make your own fruitcake mouth. Gotcha. No wonder he's considered prosperity. He's got the coal for the oven, the whiskey for your belly, the fruitcake for your belly. No, the whiskey for your troubles, the fruitcake for your belly. And let's see here. Rick, your folks would always have pickled herring for the New Year's. Good fortune in the New Year, you guess. I have heard that, fish in the New Year is a good thing. But apparently you don't want to eat chicken on New Year's Day because chicken can fly and all your good fortune will fly away. But you're supposed to eat pork on New Year's Day because you're moving forward. And apparently pigs only move forward. They don't move backwards. I don't know if pigs don't move backwards. I just everywhere on the internet kept saying pigs always move forward, and that's why you eat pig on the New Year. It's to symbolize moving forward. So there you go. And apparently eating donuts, the ring-shaped donut brings good fortune on New Year's Day. And Rick, you'll just probably buy a Powerball ticket if you're hoping for good fortune in the new year. There you go. And Chuck, you have zero traditions. Yeah, I don't really have, well, other than my coloring book tradition, which isn't really like a conscious thing. It truly is just what I find myself doing on New Year's Eve more often than not, is coloring in a coloring book. Yeah. Flying backward pigs. Yes, when pigs fly backwards. And let's see here. Shock, this is all about pattern matching and why you can see a face in the power outlet. This is why we cannot have nice things. Not sure what you mean about that, but Picola Tea, yeah, I thought that the donut tradition sounded perfectly wonderful. Why do I keep spitting when I'm talking? I'm sorry, you guys. I'm really glad you're like not right in front of me. Because I'm getting my own self wet somehow. What is going on? I guess talking about donuts makes me act like Homer Simpson. Donut drool. And oh, Terry, you once saw a dumpster in an Aberdeen alley that was filled to the brim with herring heads. Herrings were so plentiful. Back in the day, they used it as cattle feed. Really? I mean, I'm not arguing, but what made the people think that cows ate fish? I thought they had 4 stomachs because they chew a lot of grass and it takes a lot of effort to eat the fibers and stuff. I've never seen a cow trying to catch a fish. I mean, that seems so counterintuitive to me. That just seems so counterintuitive to me. And Chuck, okay, cattle will eat about anything. They've been fed innards as well. That seems so weird because I always thought of them as really a vegetarian creature. I mean, maybe the occasional insect gets in with the grass and the whatever, but I truly thought of them as vegetarians. I mean, I know that pigs are omnivores and pigs will eat people. Okay. And then, oh, Shock, just because they have 4 stomachs doesn't mean you can't fatten them fast by feeding them something easy to digest. And then, Rick, you think they dried and ground the fish heads, added protein for the cattle. Yeah, I kind of hope that they somehow processed them so it wasn't like the cows were eating the fish whole, so to speak. But wow, that is just so weird. I mean, I don't know why it's so weird, honestly, but you're telling me something I had literally no idea. Like, I truly thought that cows didn't eat meat I really thought they were vegetarian, man. Vegan, no, not vegan, because I guess they drink their mom's milk. But, vegetarian, man. I thought they were vegetarian. Let's see here. Deer will eat bones and meat if they can get it, so will other vegetarian animals. Interesting. I feel like I knew that about the deer. But, like I said, no, I truly thought, yeah, all right then. Okay, there we go. And yeah, Shock, exactly. Most vegetarian animals also consume a fair amount of bugs. True. Which I did mention when I was talking about, like, okay, so the cow probably eats some bugs too. I mean, come on, you can't help but eat some bugs. And, let's see here. Feeding ground fish to fish and chicken meal to chickens seems weird to me. Soylent Green, man. Yeah, I totally. And the thing is I knew that they did that to the fish. I knew that they did that to the chickens. But I also know that chickens do eat meat. Chickens eat anything. And I know that fish do eat other fish. So, okay. But, yeah, I just didn't really know that. Didn't know that cows eat fish. That's all. And let's see here. Shock. People thought howler monkeys were completely vegetarian until they caught them on camera stealing eggs. Okay. All right. There we go. And cows in Iowa feed lots of corn, which they evolved to consume. I guess. Did they evolve to consume it? Oh, never evolved, you mean. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. And then lobsters are cannibals too. Yeah, well, and aren't lobsters... Well, lobsters are like crabs in the sense that they'll eat anything. They'll eat carrion. You know, it's like, oh, rotten meat. That's a feast for me, right? No, cows didn't evolve with corn. Right, yeah, that's what he was trying to say, I thought. At least, that's what I thought. He thought. But still, though, corn is still a type of grass. Corn is still a type of vegetable. Corn is a type of grass. I mean, it's a grass seed, so to speak. Which to me is a little closer to what they eat in the wild. Is there such thing as wild cows? I mean, or is that just bison? Now that I think about it, I've got a lot of questions. Is there such thing as wild cows? And, I mean, I know that there's wild cows in Fukushima right now because everybody had to leave. But I mean, before that, is there such thing as wild cows? And what do they eat? But anyway, my point is, I thought that the corn was a little closer to what cows should be eating than fish. That's all. But, you know, I think a lot of things I think are wrong. And I really just made it up in my head because it seemed right. And let's see here. And then we feed plants fertilizer, which is basically poop. And yes, that is true. And Darlene, you don't think there's such things as wild cows? Yeah, I don't think so either. But then, Darlene, I have to ask, where did cows come from then? I mean, if there weren't wild cows at some point, where did the cows come from? But you know, hey. And let's see here. Cows come from Eurasia. Okay. So do they have wild cows there still? I don't even know what I'm asking. Do they come from yaks? And Darlene, oh, you mean way back? Where did they originate from? I don't really know what I mean anymore, Darlene. I'm just kind of tripping on the whole cow thing. And Terry, Aberdeen Angus descended from Highland cattle. But were the Highland cattle wild at some point? And let's see here. They originated someplace with no maize. Okay, well, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Aurochs, you think, not yaks. Those are different. Okay. And then cows got to southern Africa on ships and to the New World on ships. Right, but they originated someplace with no maize. Okay. Who knew? Clearly not me. And okay, Terry in Scotland, Highland cattle are wild. They still are, kinda. Okay. Hey there, Lucky Snoop 370Z. Good to see you. It's okay that you're late. We're right now talking about whether or not cows should eat fish, because cows are really very bad fishermen. They haven't evolved to eat fish. So we're wondering why some cows eat fish. And then we were wondering, and by we, I actually mean me, if there's such a thing as wild cows. And apparently, there is such a thing as wild cows. So we learned something new today. Hey there, let's see here. Is that CE Real or E? No, yeah, that's C Real HS. Good to see you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. I'm not sure where you're at. It's still a couple hours till New Year here on the Seattle West Coast area, but where you're at, you could be already in 2024. So happy 2024, either current or near future to you. And that's right. And let's see here. Shock, you would argue that these are feral cows from formerly domestic stock. Okay, gotcha. C-Real HS, it's Austria where you're at. Okay, yeah, so already New Year for you. You're all right. So how's the future? How's the future so far? Because right now we're envisioning a future of cow gangs terrorizing the plains. And we're just having a very, very, very silly conversation, actually, is what we're having. And so I'm glad that you're here to join us, because let me tell you, this is not a serious conversation. The future is kind of full of booze. Of all the futures to look forward to, that is a good one. I'll definitely catch up with you in a couple hours there, my friend. And let's see here. Domestic chickens are descendants of jungle fowl from Southeast Asia. I knew that. And Terry in Scotland, did you know that chickens are the most populous bird in the world? There are more chickens than any other bird in the entire world. Chickens are the most common bird across the planet. And, oh, you just opened a bottle of rum and it tastes like yum. Well, it sounds like you and Rick S414 might get along really fine and dandy if you've got yourself some rum. He's got himself a bucket glass waiting to share it with ya. And let's see here. And Rick, speaking of Rick, I don't care where those cattle come from. They look good on my grill. And, Andre, you always wondered what would happen if PETA released all the domestic animals for their freedom. That would be, a mess. And a lot of animals would die needlessly. I mean, I'm not suggesting that PETA doesn't have some points when it comes to things, but seriously, a lot of those animals would not be able to take care of themselves. And, all right, there we go. Yo, Rick, I love you. I love it. Let's see here. Chickens hatch out with a target on their backs. Everything on the planet is out to get them. That is true. And oh my God, you guys, speaking of chickens and a target on their back, did you know that it takes, oh my gosh, you guys, in America, I don't know about in Scotland, Terry, I don't know about in Austria, CE Real, I don't know about your places, but here in America, if you go to buy a chicken in the grocery store, they're generally like 5 and 6 pounds. They're big. They're 5 and 6 pounds. If you look at an old cookbook, the cookbooks generally are like, oh yeah, you can roast a chicken in 45 minutes because the chickens are generally 3 and 4 pounds. I dare you to go find a chicken that is 4 pounds in the grocery store today. Very difficult. The chickens are much, 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 much larger than that. But what's really trippy, so that's somewhat disturbing, like, why do we have, what? And Carl in Arkansas, yeah, because they're fed steroids from birth. Yeah, and you want to know how long they last? How long those chickens last? Do you know how old the average chicken is when it gets sent to the slaughterhouse? It hatches, and it turns into a 6-pound bird. Any guess how long that takes? Any guess? Anyone guessing anything? You can guess. And you might be right. But Carl in Arkansas, that's ridiculous. 6 weeks? You've got to be kidding me. Yeah, no, he's not. That's the right answer. That's actually the right answer. From hatching until death, they are 6 weeks. 5 weeks, Arlene? I haven't read 5 weeks, but I wouldn't be surprised. But that means that tiny little fuzzy yellow chick gained 6 pounds. A pound a week. That is a fast growth cycle. I mean, like, I feel a little disturbed that it is that fast. I guess I'm naive. I mean, I must be naive. Well, in that realm, I totally am naive. But are you, I mean, I literally just found out about this time frame earlier this week. And so, option over the holidays, you gained 10 pounds. Well, honey bunches, it sounds like it's time for your slaughter now that you're good and fattened up. Now that you're good and fattened up. Jerry in Scotland, 10 years if they're good at hiding. There you go. Oh my God, no way, Carl. If you clap your hands in a chicken house, they're so hopped up on steroids they have a heart attack. Oh no, that's not good. And let's see here. Rick, you think Costco has 4-pound chickens cooked and they only last a few minutes after they hit the shelf? Right, yeah, totally. And okay, 42 days, says Lucky Snoop 370. Tony worked for Tyson Foods in the 1990s. So 42 days is 6 weeks. That, 7 times 6. And the reason why I said 7 is because there's 7 days in a week. 7 times 6, that's 42 days. That is just, I mean, all you're so smart. You're that's so awesome that you guys knew this, because this was news to me. I mean, like, my bartender told me 6 weeks and I was like, I totally don't believe you. And I looked it up and I was just like, oh my God, it's totally right. And so, and let's see here. Andre, in a farrow to finish operation, 22 to 26 weeks, starting at birth, are required to grow a pig to slaughter weight. Well, right, but that's like 6 months. So yeah, that makes way more sense. And sows nurse their piglets for after 3 weeks before they are weaned. And this is the farrow to wean phase of hog production. So 6 times 7, don't they get the weekends off? No, they do not get the weekends off. And let's see here. Rick, coming in with the minute math, they only gain 2.28 ounces per day. Okay, well, when you frame it that way, it doesn't seem that big. But I guess if you frame it that way, it's just like a little adds up real quick, doesn't it? I suppose, just a consistent little amount. But I still feel like that is, right, for 1 pound a week. I get where you're coming from. 6 weeks, 6 pounds. Yeah, there you have it. It's still, though, I don't know, man. It seems like it's so fast. But, obviously I am not, privy to, the farmhouse ways. But okay, so that's 100% weight gain each day at the start, though. Okay, so that is, so 2.28 ounces doesn't seem like a big, but yeah, if it's 100% weight gain, then that is huge. And exactly, and keep in mind, 1 pound for a chicken isn't like 1 pound for a people. Precisely. And Picola tea, yeah, exactly. 1 donut at a time, kind of adds up. Yep. 1 donut at a time. 1 soda pop at a time. I finished my pamplemousse. Speaking of which, you guys, my pamplemousse, I'm not the only one that says it that way. So I was rewatching an episode of Reservation Dogs because I'm rewatching the entire seasons. And in one of the episodes, one of the roofers asks one of the other roofers to go into town and to get some Pamplemousse LaCroix. And I was like, yes, I'm not the only Pamplemouser. And let's see here, CE Real, what did we do for the New Year's? I still have about 6.5 hours until the New Year. So right now, nothing. I've done nothing except for this stream. Well, actually, that's not true. I put a turkey in the oven, and in 31 minutes and 51 seconds, I'm gonna have to take the foil off of the turkey and then put it back in the oven for another little while. And then I'm gonna go to a bar, and then after that, I have no idea. And let's see here. Terry in Scotland, knowing the full truth, I would gain a lot more than £1 a week if Darlene was cooking for me. Absolutely. Hey, Mitchie Mama, so good to see you. And see Real HS, you had champagne and a cigar. That sounds like a very lovely and perfect New Year. And let's see here. Okay, do you do your turkey for the whole fam or just for me? Well, Pacola T, was that a 5-pound turkey? No, not a 5-pound turkey. It was a 15-pound turkey. See Real, it's only me. So the turkey's just for me, which is why I'm just randomly cooking a turkey. Like, I'm not doing it for any occasion. I just happen to have a turkey and I'm cooking it today. But the reason why I'm cooking a turkey is because I love to take the turkey bones and make turkey soup with the bones, because the turkey broth made with turkey bones is so much better than chicken broth made with chicken bones. And so I don't buy a turkey very often, but since it is the holiday time of year in America, the turkeys are sort of one of the traditional foods we eat over Thanksgiving or Christmas. Not so much New Year's, even though I'm cooking it for New Year's. So they're on sale, and so I usually grab one this time of year just to cook it up for no reason other than the bones, and then of course to feed me for like a week or more. And so let's see here. And Andre, you would say it just to mess with your mom. You would say Pompermoose. That's hysterical. Or Pompermouse. And that would just madden her friend, Francophile self. Exactly. And Lucky Snoop, Lucky Snoop, I will do that for you. Because I was thinking today, when I go to my bar, normally I just get beer. Just Pabst Blue Ribbon, the cheapest water beer ever. But I was thinking it is a holiday, and so maybe I should get something different. I'm gonna get a Long Island iced tea. There we go. Yes. And exactly, Darlene, I can get a lot of meals out of a turkey. Yeah, I plan on stripping the meat, putting some of it in the freezer, keeping some of it out. I mean, yeah, I'll be living off that bird for, I think, an entire week. Which is kind of the cool thing about being a single person. You can make like one big meal on, say, a Sunday, and you can eat off of it until the next Thursday. And, I mean, it gets a little old, but at the same time, it's just like, at least I didn't have to cook every night. Right? Right. And, okay. God dang it. Where did it go? Oh. You guys. Mitchie Mama is here right now. Hey, Mitchie Mama. Everyone's saying hi. But she actually was here last night. She got to watch 4 Rooms with us. She did. She did watch 4 Rooms with us. And she was just laying there watching, but she got to wondering, wait a sec, what's up? Why? I listed a lot of people I listed who are in this movie. Tim Roth, we knew that. Antonio Banderas, did they misbehave? Oh, that's right. Jennifer Beals, she was in a couple of the scenes, tied up, towel on her head later. Yeah, there we go. Paul Calderon, no idea who he was, but he was there too. We've got Sammy Davis. We've got Lily Taylor, Ione Skye, Marissa Tomei. Did I mention Madonna? We had a lot of people in this movie. You know who else was in the movie? Bruce Willis. Why isn't he listed? Well, Mitchie Mama did some research, and as it turns out, Bruce Willis was almost sued for appearing in that movie. And Paul Calderon was a bit character in Pulp Fiction. Okay, so yeah, not at all surprised that he was in this movie then. But as it turns out, Bruce Willis is not credited on this movie because he appeared in the movie for free, which breaks SAG contract union rules. And SAG was like, that's not cool, dude. And he's like, yeah, but Quentin's a friend of mine and I'm just doing it as a favor for fun. No, dude, that's not cool, dude. No, says SAG, you can't do that. So they were going to sue him. They're going to sue him. But instead of suing him, SAG, the Screen Actors Guild, didn't sue him. Instead, they came to an agreement with them. You cannot be mentioned in any of the credits. You are not going to be credited. You're not going to be used in advertising. You're not going to be used to sell this film. You're not going to get any credit for anything. You're not getting money for it because you did it for free, and your name is not going anywhere on the project at all. So, he didn't get sued. He did work for free, and that is why I didn't name any names. I didn't name any names because his name wasn't there to be named, and I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice. But Mitchie Mama being there all like, well, I'm lying down and I don't feel like typing, but I've got thoughts. I have thoughts and questions. Thoughts and questions that must be answered eventually. And she did eventually answer them. And so I did just went and name names. That's true. So the Screen Actors Guild can come and can come after me. And Picola T actually right should have paid $1, easy peasy. I guess. Who knows? Maybe there was some clause that outlawed that loophole. But yeah, you would think that they would have been able to find a loophole that would have been easy. Yeah, well, Andre, SAG can't control the Google algorithm, right? Right. And, right, Rick, exactly, yeah, gotta pay scale. Right, there you go. Right, yeah, of course, there's always a reason. And no, Bruce didn't start it over not getting paid. No, he very specifically chose not to be paid. And he was in the movie because it was going to be a fun project and Quentin's a friend of his, that was the sticky wicket. It's not that Quentin didn't want to pay him, I don't think. I just think it was a case of he didn't want to be paid. It was just a fun, it was just a fun and games project for him, I guess. But Screen Actors Guild was like, I don't care how rich you are, you're not allowed to have fun and games projects like this. It makes other people have the expectation that we might have fun and games projects like this. And we want to get paid, Bruce. We want to get paid. And let's see here. Oh, really, Terry in Scotland? Tarantino had to spell Inglourious Bastards that way because the owners of the original wouldn't sell the rights to it. Got it. And Mitchie Mama, because SAG got to get a cut of their salary. I don't think so. I think it has more to do with, like, union principles. For instance, Mayim Bialik right now is kind of not in a good look with either the Screen Actors Guild or the Writers Guild, because Mayim Bialik, she used to did you hear what I said here? Used to be the host of Jeopardy, one of the two hosts of Jeopardy. She's not anymore. Her option for the third season's not getting picked up. She's pissed off all the wrong people in all the wrong places. Everything she did in the last year basically was wrong. And one of the things that she did, which seemed right, but it's actually not, was she refused to cross the picket line with the Screen Actors Guild, which she is a part of, and the Writers Guild, which she isn't a part of. But when those two strikes were going on, she refused to film any Jeopardy episodes because in the name of not crossing the picket line. Well, that's great, except for she, as a game show host, works under a different set of union guidelines. It's a different union entirely. And that union has a very specific agreement with the other unions that union is still allowed to work while those unions are on strike. And especially if they only use, in the case of Jeopardy, questions that were created before the writer's strike happened. Now, being in a different union and then in solidarity not crossing a picket line that wasn't your picket line and refusing to work on a union project with a union contract, which she has with her union, is actually something SAG and the writers didn't want. They specifically don't want you to do that, because then that makes it look like you can't hold a union contract to their word. She had a contract, she broke it. SAG and the Writers Guild are kind of annoyed by that. The rest of the world thinks it's great that she wouldn't cross the picket line, but actually she was shooting her other union in the foot by not crossing the picket line, because it wasn't her picket line to cross, and her union hadn't decided to strike in solidarity with the other ones. So, my best guess is it's more of an all-encompassing union principle thing than it is with SAG wanting a cut of the salary, because I don't even know if SAG gets a cut. You just have to pay your dues, right? I mean, I really don't know. I'm not a member of SAG. And so, let's see here. Yeah, exactly, Darlene. She didn't go along with the man, the company, or the union. Exactly. And so, and let's see here. While I was going on My Umbilique, by the way, sorry about that. I just recently read an article about why she won't be rejoining the Jeopardy cast. And there was a lot of stuff. It was just like, wow, she managed to piss off every single person. And I mean, she really wasn't. I really think that she just had no idea what she was doing, but she managed to do everything wrong. And let's see here. And let's see here. Yes, Bruce is in a bad state these days, like so bad. And let's see here. Yeah, no, and exactly, Andre, Andre being much more succinct in what it is. SAG is a union shop, and he broke the union rules, so they gotta, they gotta stand up for it and say, no, don't do that. And so, and yeah, Andre, she does seem to be good at pissing people off. But hey, I don't, here's the deal. When she refused to cross the picket line, me being ignorant, not knowing the complexities of the different unions that the different entertainment industries are working under, I actually thought it was kind of a nice thing that she, as an actress, because she is a member of SAG, like, I thought that was sort of a logical solidarity move. But as it turns out, no, it's not a good move at all. But speaking of not a good move, we've got a good move coming in here with First Time Chatter, Dory's Last Brain Cell. And it looks like cheered one biddy. And thank you so much. And reminder, you're loved. Hold on, wait. I can't do a reminder when everything keeps going fast. You are loved, cared about, and appreciated. You overcame any obstacles you faced this year. And you kept going. You're someone's reason for staying. I'm so proud of you and all you've accomplished this year. So, I don't know who Dory is, but these are very good thoughts to meditate on when entering into the new year. And thank you so much, Andre, for gifting some gift subs. I want to say there was 5 of them, but I could be lying. And so, yes, indeed, there was 5. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And let's see here. And Mitchie Mama, yes, circling back to My Umbilique. This is when you bring in your PR people. This is when you bring on your PR people. For certain. Yes. All right. So we have got new people in the house with, or not new people, but excuse me, we've got people who have newly unlocked emotes for them. And so let's throw down a bunch of emotes that everyone likes to look at. Okay, maybe I'm the only one who likes to look at these remote emotes, but I love my Prel dots. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I love my Prel dots. And I love the bees. Why do I have bees? No reason. They're just the bee's knees. I love my bees. And let's see, what else do we like? I don't know how much all y'all love my soapbox, but I've been known to, I've been known to get on a soapbox now and again. So here's a little soapy box. Soapbox. And, let's see here. And then, of course, we've got all of our flowers, because flowers are pretty. But after the flowers, because flowers are pretty nice, we can't forget the most important emote of all. You know what emote this is. You know the most important one. Ha ha. And remember, we try to only do ha ha with loving good fun. Oh, I like the piggy. The piggy's funny. But if you want to make fun of somebody that did something stupid and you want to go ha ha, you can do that to me. Because a lot of what I do here is half-fast. Okay, maybe not half-fast. A lot of it is half-assed. And it makes me look stupid. And so then you go, ha ha. And apparently I am subscribed to my own channel. How fantastic is that? So now you've got a little tour of all of the emotes that we've got. Okay. Had to wet my whistle there. Alrighty, what do we have? What else do we have today? I know what we've got. Well, maybe we don't, actually. I guess my question is, do you guys do this? Do you know what this is all about and why? Let's see here. Yeah, so I've never heard of this, but apparently, I guess I'm looking at you, East Coast people. East Coast people, I'm looking at you. Are you familiar with this thing? Apparently, on New Year's, you want to smash the peppermint pig or something to bring in a new year better new year? You want to smash the peppermint pig? No one? No one? Okay, I'd never heard of it either. Okay, so fine, there we go. Those things, all right, so they do know what I'm talking about then. I know what that is, but haven't done it. Peppermint pig, yeah, to break apart. Those things are nasty. Don't do it. Yes, okay, I wouldn't. Peppermint is not really my favorite. And the most, are you, good Lord, dude, if that doesn't look like a Pepto-Bismol flavored piece of candy, I don't know what is. That looks like the most unappetizing thing I could possibly think of. So, okay, I'm glad to know that we're all sane. And, yes, good to know that we're all sane. And, Carl, I believe, how did she prepare them? Because I'm thinking about making this soup tomorrow. It's a black-eyed pea. It's called Good Luck Soup. And it's got, as you can see, it's got some black-eyed peas. Of course, I don't have any black-eyed peas, so I guess I'd have to go find those. But it's got, let's see here, it's got black-eyed peas, it's got collard greens, it's got some onion, It's got some bell pepper. It's got some sausage, some chicken broth. Let's see here. Oh no, you think it looks inedible? You don't think that looks good? I think it looks good. And Pecola Tea, yes, go take a shower, prep the rest of the food for tonight's party. Have a great time. Yes, you have a great time. And, let's see here. Rick, no clue about the pig. Got it. And, Carl, okay, so just in the pressure cooker. Got it. Yeah, Darlene, I think that it looks really good. And Pussycat, my turkey is still in the oven. But thank you for using the incoming turkey emote. 'Cause I do enjoy a good incoming turkey emote. In fact, let's throw down some incoming turkeys right now. Turkeys. I've got incoming turkeys. Yes, my turkey has not finished yet. I still have 11 minutes and 25 seconds, 24 seconds, 23 to, before I take the foil off, and then I'll finish it up, and then I'll see. But my best guess is it's not going to look nearly as good as the turkey in the picture because, because it's just not going to. And no stuffing in the bird. I have a box of stuffing that I will be making on the side. Yes. And, let's see here. Oh, the pig looked inedible, not the soup. Got it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the pig totally looks inedible. I was just like, no, that soup looks tasty, dude. Darlene, do I temperature my bird just to make sure? Yes, I'm going to. I thought about sticking the thermometer in the bird before I put it in the oven, but then I forgot. And so now I'll just stick it in the... I'll probably stick the thermometer in the bird when I remove the foil, and then I'll set the internal alarm to 165 or whatever it's supposed to be. I'll have to look that up, but I think it's 165. All right, Mitchie Mama, thank you so much for the 100 biddies, and Andre, thank you for the 400 biddies. It looks like we have a hype train that's happening. And let's see here. Oh, shock. All right, so Mr. Me made some soup with black-eyed peas, but the beans never did soften, so he pitched it and used cannellini beans from a can. All right, hold on. And our attempt at New Year's tradition is an utter and complete failure. Well, it happens. Rick, don't wing it with that temp. Yeah. I do know enough not to take the temperature of the wing, because that's just not gonna work. And, let's see here. 165, let it rest before... Oh, yeah, you gotta let the bird rest. Yeah, before carving, for sure. And it looks like we've got Andre throwing down a couple more biddies, and Mitchie Mama throwing down 300 more biddies. Oh, my God, you guys. Hype train. Woo. And, Terry in Scotland, the European... Of course they did. The European Union forced the UK supermarkets to call them black-eyed beans because they're not technically peas. Okay. Insert eye roll here, which, you guys, I am vaguely working on the eye roll emote. I kind of dropped that ball, but in the new year, we're going to get some new emotes here. And actually, guys, so I was thinking about making that soup, the good luck soup, this soup, the soup that I just showed you. Where did the soup go? That soup. I was thinking about making that soup, but I don't have any black-eyed peas. So, and I've never had a black-eyed pea. What? Oh. Rick. I kind of like that. I might have to work with that idea. I like that, the eye roll. Like, that's a different take on the eye roll. But it's not. Like, I like that. But anyway, now that I've gone on that tangent, my question for all y'all is, yeah, Rick, I know, yeah, it's, yeah, I don't know why I even stopped to say. The eye roll, sort of like, an iPad or an iPod, and, You've got it, eye roll. Like, to create an emote with that framework to encompass the eye roll, it's a different creativity angle that I might want to contemplate. But anyway, thank you so much, Andre, for the 200 biddies. What I've been trying to mean to ask is, what do Black Eyed Peas taste like? What do Black Eyed Peas like? They are they sort of like navy beans or pinto beans or whatever? I'm just curious. But like Shock said, if you're gonna be up in like 4 hours, Andy Bumatai will be here. Actually, not even 4 hours. It's like 3. Wait, hold on. How many hours? Yeah, 4 hours. And so, okay, they taste like pinto or navy, boring starchy bean, not like lima beans. Okay, these are the answers I wanted to hear. Because first off, I have navy and pinto in my cupboard. And I could, I guess, use them as a substitute. But you're right, it's supposed to be Black Eyed Peas. So I'm going to see if I can grab a bag of Black Eyed Peas at the grocery store tonight. Yes. And Mitchie Mama, yes. Okay. For those, oh, wait, hold on. What? Andre, Black Eyed Peas are for luck. Collard greens are for money. All right, cool. But rice is for fertility? I'm not putting any rice in my soup. I'm not putting no rice in that soup. I don't think there's rice in that soup. Soup recipe. We're going to check the soup recipe. There's no rice. There's no rice. There's no rice. There's no rice in that soup. There's no rice in that soup. No rice in that soup. Fertility. I'm trying to get off that train. Let's see here. Oh, they're smaller. Okay, okay. And then let's see here. Did he discover what questions? I'm not sure. No, I do think I will find them at a convenience store, Shock. No, I really do. Let's see here. So, so many things that I'm missing. So let's see here. Yeah, I think I've seen them at 7-Eleven too, to tell you the truth. Andre, thank you so much for the 200 biddies. And yeah, I know exactly, Darlene, there's no rice in that soup, which is why that soup is called good luck soup, not get you pregnant in the new year soup. Fertility. Get out of that. Get out of my bowl. And Michi Mama, thank you so much for the bits. And Michi Mama, I think Shock already covered this, but in case she didn't or whatever, and for everybody who doesn't know, Andy is going to be streaming live from 8 p.m. Hawaii time until midnight Hawaii time. So if you're on the East Coast, you're probably not going to be awake for this. But if you're on the West Coast or Hawaii, then Andy's going to have a live stream. Whoever's going to end up showing up, we'll find out. We'll see. He's going to be playing a bunch of videos, etc., etc. And most likely, I will probably be there coloring in my coloring book because I live such a glamorous and exciting life. It's amazing that I have so much to do. Yeah, except for when I don't. And so there you go. In India, they make flour from Black Eyed Peas. I did not know that. All right, so C-Real HS. All right, I'm curious. You had champagne and a cigar for New Year's. Was this cigar Cuban? And what kind of champagne was it? Was it champagne from the Champagne region of France, or was it just sparkling wine? And so, those are my questions for you. And it looks like Shock is asking them questions in German. And then there's answers in German as well. Okay, that works. All right, you guys. So I've got 2 minutes until I'm supposed to take the tinfoil off of the turkey. And let's see here. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Andre, right. Exactly. Tradition never seemed to work in your old family, and the newer one, the lady said, nope, don't need the rice. You got it. You got it. Let's see here. Pussycat, the only Black Eyed Peas you like is the one with Fergie. There you go. There you go. Okay, you guys, I've got 2 minutes until I have to go deal with the turkey, but I think my turkey's got enough elbow room that I can maybe do it. I don't have to wait the 2 minutes. So what I'm going to do is now, Pussycat, I know you've been waiting patiently, Pussycat. I know. It is a Lono listening break. And it is a Lono listening break of a fiesta proportions. 2 songs, 1 video. It's about 8 minutes long. And so get your dancing shoes on and see if you can sing along.
Opa! I tell you, friends, I adore her. And when she dances, oh brother, just like a hurricane in all kinds of weather. And you like rock your body in time, okay? I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Come on, come on, come on. Jump in the line, rock your body in time, okay? I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Somebody help me. Shake your body line. Shake, 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 Senora. Shake it all the time. Come on now, work, 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 Senora. Work your body line. Work, 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 Senora. Work it all the time. You can talk about cha-cha, the tango waltz or the rumba. Senora's dance has no title. You jump in the saddle, hold on to the bridle. Rock your body in time, okay? I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Come on, come on, come on. Jump in the line, rock your body in time, okay? I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Somebody help me. Shake, 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 Senora. Shake your body line. Shake, 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 Senora. Shake it all the time. Come on now, work, 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 Senora. Work your body line. Work, 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 Senora. Work it all the time. Senora, she's a sensation, the reason for aviation. And fellas, you've got to watch it. When she wind up, she bottom, she go like a rocket. Jump in the line, rock your body in time, okay? I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Come on, come on, come on. Jump in the line, rock your body in time, okay? I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Somebody help me. Shake, 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 Senora. Shake your body line. Shake, 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 Senora. Shake it all the time. Come on now, work, 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 Senora. Work your body line. Work, 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 Senora. Work it all the time. Senora dances calypso. Left to right is the tempo. When she gets the sensation, she goes up in the air, come down in slow motion. Jump in the line, rock your body in time, okay? I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Come on, come on, come on. Jump in the line, rock your body in time, okay? I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Somebody help me. Shake, 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 Senora. Shake your body line. Shake, 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 Senora. shake it all the time. Come on now, work, work, work Sonora, work your body line. Work, work, work Sonora, work it all the time. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Come on, come on, come on. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Oh yeah. Woo. Bonita. Pick it up, pick it up. Opa. Juanita, my darling, you sure you love me? Si, senor. You feel in your heart you will marry to me. Si, senor. Promise to love me the rest of your life. Si, senor. I love Juanita, my sweetheart from Venezuela. We love Juanita, his sweetheart from Venezuela. Break it down. Pick it up, pick it up. Opa. I'll teach you to habla in English like me. Si, senor. There's no nothing, no difficulty. Si, senor. I'll take you to Padre to marry you now. Si, senor. I love Juanita, my sweetheart from Venezuela. He loves Juanita, his sweetheart from Venezuela. Break down. Get down. Pick it up, pick it up. Look at all the young men that you used to know. Si, senor. Worry, but they would not have you no more. Si, senor. Look at all the letters that you used to write. Si, senor. I love Juanita, my sweetheart from Venezuela. He loves Juanita, his sweetheart from Venezuela. Break it down. Oh yeah. Pick it up, pick it up. Papa. Kiss you each morning again and again. Si, senor. And if we have children, it must be about 10. Si, senor. I love you to death do us part. Si, senor. I love Juanita, my sweetheart from Venezuela. He loves Juanita, his sweetheart from Venezuela. I love Juanita, my sweetheart from Venezuela. He loves Juanita, his sweetheart from Venezuela. Break it down. Juanita. Pick it up, pick it up. Opa. Good. Ooh. Juanita.
Alrighty, here we have it. Yes, indeedy. It looks like Terry coming in with the facts of the matter. Jump in the line. Shake Senora is a calypso song composed by Lord Kitchener and best known from a version recorded by vocalist Harry Belafonte in 1961. Absolutely. And let's see here. It's good that you're such a nerd that you even got the special glass to drink the whiskey. Your friend says you buy all these whiskey just to collect the bottles. There you have it. There you have it. That's funny. Oh no, did Kanako not like Chocolat? I thought that Kanako did like Chocolat. I know that Kanako likes James Monet, and I know that this is my I know that this is my kitty cat. His name's Ashes. No, it's not. His name's Dusty. Why I just called him Ashes, I'm not quite sure. All right, so let's see here. And let's see here. All right, here we have it. So I'm not sure, Mr. Austria, if you were here when I was asking other traditions, but I am curious, does Austria have any New Year's Eve traditions like, say, Scotland does or Ireland does? In Ireland, they want you to open all the windows to let all of the bad luck from the old year out. And let's see here. Pussycat, you have fireworks going off, and Kylo is not happy about New Year's. Yeah, you know, I have no doubt that we're going to have fireworks eventually later on. And the reason why I say that is because earlier today, at like 4:58 p.m., one of my neighbors set off like huge amounts of fireworks. And I was just like, really? 4:58 p.m. Why are we celebrating 4:58 p.m. West Coast time on New Year's Eve? I don't really. It's still light out. There's not. What? What's 4:58? Oh well. But I haven't heard any since then. And so who knows? Maybe that's all we'll hear today. I don't think so, though. I think come midnight, I might hear a couple pops. But let's see here. So let's see here. Oh, shock. Ellie, let's see what. Ellie will be okay. She's listened to an awful lot of Apex Legend or whatever, so maybe not going to be sensitive. I don't even know what that means. So there we have it. And Carlin, Arkansas, that's an advantage of living in the middle of nothing, no fireworks. Right, yeah, exactly. Whereas here, the game we play all year round is gunshots? Oh, no, wait, fireworks. Fireworks? Nope, gunshots. Oh, it's the iRoots first-person shooter game. Got it. That makes a little bit of sense. But yeah, in my neighborhood, it's just like, and Carlin, Arkansas, half the time it's gunshots, half the time it's fireworks. Actually, no, that's not true. Half the time it's gunshots, a quarter of the time it's fireworks, and then a quarter of the time it's backfiring vehicles. So, so there you have it. Which is why, when I was in Sacramento, and a shooting took place a little closer to me than I care to admit, I didn't even look up from my phone, because it was soft, and I didn't think it was that close. Turns out, actually, it was a lot closer than I thought. But I just didn't even, it's like, oh, yep, that's clearly a gunshot, and I'm still going to just scroll through my Facebook feed, because it's far enough away, I don't have to deal with it. Turns out it wasn't, but we didn't know that till later. Yeah, there we go. And, let's see here. In Memphis, it's gunshots. Yeah, okay, wait, I already saw that. And then shock, every morning around 4 a.m., it's a gunshot. It's funny you should say that, because I don't have this neighbor anymore, but I used to have a neighbor that every morning around 4:45 in the morning, he would shoot off a round of like 6 or 7 bullets, 5 to 7 bullets. And it was always from the same place. I was very confused. Like, it was close enough that it's like, how, you're obviously in a neighborhood shooting this stuff off. How are your neighbors not complaining about this? But I was far enough away that I wasn't really sure which house it was. So anyway, I was away for the night, but one of my friends was staying at my house because of a derby event or something like that. Anyway, he just so happened to be out walking to or from 7-Eleven when he heard the gunshots go off. Well, I didn't think to warn him about the gunshots because I just didn't cross my mind to warn him. Anyway, He was outside when they happened. He ran to my house, went on full-on lockdown, like, locked the front doors, closed all the... and he was freaking out. And so when I came home later that day, he told me about it, and I was like, oh, he didn't tell me what time, but I was like, was that around 4:45? And did it come from that direction? He's like, yes, totally, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, you didn't have to... yeah. Oh, you were talking about my shooter? Got it, yeah. And around where you're at, it's either the train or, the CIA. Yep, there you go. And Carl, honestly, seriously, what a nutcase. Honestly, I mean, the only thing I could think of was like, he must be target practicing 2 feet from his target so he knows that it's not a stray bullet, it's not going to go anywhere, because that gunshot noise was definitely close enough to my neighborhood that I know he also was in a neighborhood. Like, I don't live out in the middle of nowhere. Houses are close to one another. Even when houses are far apart from one another, they're still close enough that you shouldn't be shooting guns. They're still way close enough that you shouldn't be shooting guns on your property. I mean, inside city limits, it's fairly understood you're not supposed to shoot weapons on your property inside city limits. Or maybe that's just a Burien thing. Maybe every place else it's all fine. But in my town, you're not supposed to. And let's see here. All right. So, Pussycat, the Santinese live here, and they make professional fireworks, and they blow them off at the top of the street at the beach. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to assume that the Santinese, even though I don't think that's how they say their name, is a family name. And that's awesome that they make professional fireworks, dude. That is super cool. And, let's see here. Andre reminiscing about back in the good old days. Man, I remember back in the day on New Year's, Oakland would sound like a true war zone, even with automatic gunfire. But now it's a bit less more professional fireworks. Gotcha. A bit less, I'm assuming, automatic gunfire and a bit more professional fireworks. That's what I'm going to hope that you meant. Not the other way around. All right, so for those of you who are wondering, Pussycat, I'm looking in your direction. I took the foil off the bird. I have the thermometer in the thigh. I've got it labeled. I've got it set to go off when it hits a certain temperature. And my best guess is, when it's all done, it's going to be one of the ugliest turkeys I have ever seen in my life. I am so unimpressed. Wow, I am so unimpressed. So, I'm 97% sure there will be no pictures taken. And if there is a picture taken and the bird looks good, it will all be because I, painted it or something. Because right now, it's the pastiest looking gross. I think I should have taken the foil off sooner. It just looks gross, dude. I mean, it just looks gross. I mean, granted, the inside is only 145 right now, so it's not cooked yet. But right now, I'm just like, oh, wow, I am... Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's got at least another half an hour to 45 minutes, at least, I'm assuming, because it's got another 20 degrees to get on that inside. Yeah. It is how it tastes that counts, and I did consider cooking it. I don't have one, but I did consider getting a turkey bag and just sacrificing the crisp skin for a moist turkey, but I didn't have but I like the burned skin. Yeah, exactly. But see, that's the problem, Pussycat, is the skin is not burned. Like, it's the opposite of burned skin. You know what I'm saying? That's what's so ugly. I mean, you think I'm pale? You think I am pale? I am the tannest tan in comparison to that paleness, that thing that's in the oven. That thing that's in the oven is more pale than my face. And that's just not a good look. That's not a good look for a turkey. I mean, I even put seasoning on it, and still, it somehow managed to be paler than my face. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And yeah, Shock, that's why I took all the foil off. Exactly. No, Andre, right now, it is not a turkey of color. Not at all. It's going to need some serious spray tan action in order to be even close to flesh toned. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that works. So, yeah, I turned the oven up a little bit, and Pussycat, when's dinner? Well, I don't know. I mean, let's see here. I've got another 20 minutes on my clock, but really it's all gonna be when those things. When those things do a thing in a hung. No, the thermometer, the termite eater that I put in the turkey leg. When the thermometer that's been put in the turkey thigh gets to be 165, that's when I'll remove it. Andre, I might blowtorch that bird if the skin is not right, because I do have a blowtorch, and I happen to know that that's actually how they do that. In when it comes to food styling, they oftentimes do blowtorch it. And Lady Misty, good to see you. And let's see here. And Darlene, give it the 45 minutes. I might be surprised. That's what I'm thinking. And yes, Terry in Scotland right now, it is a Wahite turkey. Yes, Wahite turkey. Sachet. No puree, but it's gonna need some gravy. Let me tell you. And I do have a turkometer in the turkey. It came with it, the little Poppy Popperson and the popper that popped. But I don't ever trust those. And Rick, I hadn't thought about that, but any suggestion that starts with melt some butter. I am open to that suggestion. Melt some butter? I can melt butter. I can. And yes, the turkey right now is named Karen. Or at least it was 15 minutes ago. And, no, it's not even close to midnight yet, Pussycat. But you know what it is close to right now? 2-minute warning. Actually, it's a 1-minute warning now. Let's see here. Shock, did I not already put a stick or two of butter in the pan? No. I don't know how to cook turkeys, y'all. It's becoming abundantly clear that I don't know how to cook a turkey. It's only the second turkey I've cooked in my life, and it is a Wahite blonde Karen. That is right, Lady Misty. That is totally right. But hopefully with a nice butter glaze, she'll turn into a deep fried tan, and then she'll be a skin cancer blonde Karen. She'll have all sorts of freckles. All right, you guys, we are at the bottom of the hour, which means this is the final moments of our 2023 together. However, we might see each other later tonight online at Daily Pigeon Live with Andy Bubatai. But if we do not, then that means we will see each other next Wednesday, January 2024. And so, eat your black-eyed peas, open those windows, eat your grapes, because grapes are a New Year's thing apparently. And, if you don't want to get pregnant, maybe don't eat some rice tonight, because that's all about fertility, and we don't need that. All right, there we go. No freebasing the bird, just butter basing the bird, Andre. That is it. And yes, that's right. I have no shout-outs on YouTube, which means I might have to be fired. Or maybe that's a goal for the new year. Putting shout-outs on YouTube. Maybe, just maybe, I'll remember if I write it down. Shout out on YouTube. There, I made a note. All right, you guys. You'll be hearing all about the bird and how Wahite it ended up being at the end of the night after a self-tanning lesson. And maybe we'll see each other later. If not, have yourselves Happy New Year, and we will see each other on the other side. Take care, y'all. Have a good one.